Hello, my good people of the Vanguard newspaper family. I welcome you once again to this particular episode of your favorite business show, the Vanguard Business Live. Okay, so we have been talking about several issues emerging in the challenges to small and medium enterprise, small businesses in particular, in the environment. And uh, a report that came out recently, I think, from the Standard Organization of Nigeria, is saying that about 80% of small businesses die before their fifth anniversary. I think it's not particularly a new report, except that some issues to be highlighted there, adding to what the small, medium enterprises development agencies, SMEs, had reported some time ago. And then there are other few reports. I've had another one by the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria and one other business membership group that even put a short-term focus, a short-term survey on the survival of small businesses in Nigeria's business environment, at about over 60% dying within 3 years. That is short to medium-term survival of the small businesses in Nigeria. Now, I think I'm not about to dwell into the details of the survey, but let's look at what the major reasons why these businesses die prematurely. Now, we see issues of multiple tax. Let me start from multiple tax because that's a major headache which the new government and at national level plans to tackle. Not that this is the first time the government is looking into, or rather, making statements, positive statements in that direction. It's been there, but because we have a new government, we believe that new things will be done, or it will be what the old things that they plan to do should be done differently this time around. Okay, so we expect that uh, the new administration should find a way of working with the states. I mean, the tax system doesn't have to be the state controlled, or rather controlled by the same political party as that of the center. Okay, so it should be a national project where the states align with the federal government positions. We have not been hearing much from the states on that issue of multiple taxation. We are about only about 39 taxes, which is a lot, out of 119 that has been identified across the tax systems of the Federation. Only 39 are statutory, means that the monies from those 39 are going into directly into the states, the government treasury. The rest 80 taxes are going to private pockets. That is non-state actors. So the challenge is huge there. How do we rein in on those state actors? You know the taxes we're talking about. If you have your shop anywhere in any market, probably all over the country, and particularly in Lagos, I know, you pay tax to the government, to the local government, and then pay tax to including our boroughs, including market leaders, including association, member association, which you must belong if you must do your business in that territory, in that space, particular space. So many of them you all know. We can only talk about government efforts to rein in on this crippling aspect of Nigeria's business environment. Then we have also the issue of access to capital or finance. Now, this particular one, I will rather advise that businesses should shape up because in several episodes here, we have given information on how a small business can have access to capital because the money is there. The money is in the banks, even the government institutions, financial institutions are rolling out credit facilities for small businesses. I think the issue is about the businesses qualifying for those facilities. So, how do you qualify? In another episode very soon, we'll have to dig in details how you should position your business for credit. Okay, so the other thing about the high mortality rate in the small businesses segment, Nigeria's economy, is the issue of business practices of the operators, of the entrepreneurs, small business entrepreneurs. I mean, most of them, you see planlessness, Nobody plans for the finance, nobody plans for marketing, nobody, they do hardly plan for longevity of their business, having medium to long-term plan for their business. Most are on short-term plans. And then you have to plan for your finance, you have to plan for your personnel, you have to plan for production, you have to plan for logistics, and even plan for the environmental hazards. So most of them don't keep records. If a financial institution wants to support you financially and he doesn't see records, that's too high a risk for them to support you. So I think these are things that you should bring into perspective to ensure that you do not belong to this 80%, belong to the 20% of small businesses that have made it beyond 5 years. We'll give details on this in our subsequent bulletin. Have a great day.